So I guess these are those Yeezy foam runner things, and these are my brother's. And honestly, these are hella weird. Those are mad ugly. Like I can respect different styles of fashion, but those are just too ugly for me. I could never put those on my... So, well, actually, I got called into work today, so I'm actually about to go to work right now, and I'm editing, or I'm exporting the video about the side markers. You guys already saw that. If you didn't, I'll leave the link in the description. But I just needed to grab my book because I like to read while I'm at work. But I just had to prep my bag and stuff, and then I guess I'll see you guys in the car because I gotta get out of here. All right, I'm pretty sure I have everything. I got everything in my bag. There you go. Yeah, I think we're good. Oh man, you know, every time I walk into the garage, it just never gets old. I got a comment on one of my videos asking if I can make a video about how I afford, you know, my car and all of my car parts. You know, like if you're making a good amount of money and you think you're ready to purchase your first car that you want to start to modify, I think this is like a good video to watch. I guess I'll start with the types of jobs that I've had. For the first 3 years, I was only making $10 an hour, but I was working like, you know, 80 hours a week. So I was still making a good amount of money every year. Just during the summer, I was making about like $11,000 to $13,000. And then last year in 2021, we got a raise up to $15 an hour. So, you know, I was making even more money. If you watch my video of like when this car was purple, you know that I used to be an associate teacher. An associate teacher doesn't really make a lot of money, but you make a consistent amount of money throughout the year. Like even when it was summertime, I was still getting paid, like, you know, on the 1st and 15th, like every teacher does. That's kind of one of the perks to working in education, is you get paid even when you're not working. You know, for those 2 years that I was working as a teacher, I was getting paid during the summer and I was working my summer job. So I was able to, you know, make and save a ton of money. Also, during my summer job, I get paid in tips as well. So I was bringing home at least like $400 to $500 a week in tips, sometimes more and sometimes less. It all depended on like my customers and, you know, my customer service to them. So yeah, hold on. Okay, my seatbelt got real tight. Okay. So yeah, I had those 2 jobs, and now I'm currently a supervisor at my job. I'm making more money than I've ever made my entire life. When it comes to how I afford car parts, I always kind of go by a certain system, I guess, or just something that I like to do so I don't like go broke. So I usually wait about 3 paychecks to buy a really large part. If the part costs like over $1,000 or, you know, like $800 or more, then I'll wait 3 paychecks to buy it. Sometimes I'll wait 2, but I never just buy something randomly just to buy it. I always try to have a plan when I'm buying a part, and I always try to think, is this part something that I need now or something that I want for later? Of course, car parts are not a necessity. Modifying your car is not necessary. But if you want to, you know, do this kind of stuff, you have to learn how to budget all of your money. I do save a lot of my money now. Oh, that was a Camaro. I do save a lot of my money now because in the past couple of years, I wasn't really saving my money. I was just, you know, saving up money for car parts, buying car parts, and then having not a lot of money to spend afterwards. So now, because I've bought most of the parts for this car, I'm able to save more money, and, you know, I can think about other things. Like later this year, I want to move out of my house. Like I want to move out of my mom's house. So I'm trying to budget right now for either a new car or to move out. I don't go out and drink anymore. I don't go to bars. I don't really, you know, I don't like buy toys and stuff. Like I don't really buy anything else for myself besides car parts. And then maybe occasionally I'll go buy food, but that's very rare. I keep my recreational expenses low, and then I save for what I want. And then when I have enough money to buy what I want without worrying about what's in my account, then I buy it. Car parts are not cheap. The freaking turbo that I bought was $2,000. You also have to worry about like, where are you working? Like, do you have job security? Like, can you sustain the lifestyle you want to live with the job that you have? You know what I mean? Like, if you can also plan for your build, like if you know what parts you want and how you want to install them, then you can most definitely make a plan for yourself that's budget friendly, that you can like use as a step-by-step thing to make sure you don't go broke as you're building your car. Because I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I've gone broke 3 times in my life. And I've gone broke before I even had this Camaro. I've gone broke when I had this Camaro. And I had to ask my mom to make some payments for me for my monthly payments. And I paid her back. But, you know, that was because I wasn't budgeting my money correctly. And I was working really bad jobs. I was working jobs that didn't have any security. I wasn't getting enough hours. And then they just didn't really pay me that much. So, you know, you have to really plan ahead when it comes to all this car stuff. And you have to learn how to budget all your stuff. So that's pretty much all I got for how to afford things. But that's just like a life thing. Like, you can't just go the rest of your life blowing all your money, because then you're not gonna have any money. Make a plan. Like, make a plan for the car you want. Make a plan for the parts you want. Make a plan for how you're gonna start saving your money. You know, like, start looking at your bank account and being like, what do I spend my money on? What don't I need to spend my money on? What can I spend my money less on? And then how can I start saving more money? And then if you don't have a credit card, get a credit card. A credit card is the best thing you can have if you like buying expensive car parts, because you can get like 1%, 2%, or 3% cash back. And then you can use that money. Well, you can save the cash back rewards because you don't have to even touch that, you know? Like, that's just money they give back to you because you're spending so much. So on my credit card, I get 1% cash back for literally any purchase I make. And then I get 3% for food and gas. I pay off my credit card in chunks. Like, I'll do like $2,000, $3,000 sometimes, because I make that much money, and then I can afford to pay it off that quickly. So you really gotta look at your finances and look at what you're spending, how you're spending, all that stuff. And then, you know, try to build your credit to the best of your ability. And also, the better your credit, the better your monthly payment for your car is gonna be. Because if you have poor credit, they're gonna make your payment like freaking 10% interest. It's gonna be like $500, $600. It's gonna be ridiculous.